How do criminals get caught? Many times because they're stupid. And the three we're going to look at today violated what I assume to be three basic tenets of criminal behaviors. Do a proper stakeout. Don't give your victim your personal cell phone information. And by all means, choose your disguise wisely. But thankfully for us, there's no shortage of stupidity in the criminal world. Welcome to another episode of Silly Laws and Stupid Criminals. And today we're going to highlight three of the stupidest. Criminal number one, Darren Kimpton. If there were a YouTube series teaching criminals how to stake out homes they wanted to rob, I'm sure step one in that series would be to make sure no one's in the house, especially not police. Step two would probably teach you not to leave incriminating evidence at other crime scenes you've been involved in that police could trace you back to and tie in additional crimes. But thankfully for us and for his potential victims, Darren Kimpton ignored both of these basic YouTube lessons. He literally attempted to break into a home that had been broken into hours earlier and that police were inside of investigating. To make matters worse for Kimpton, after he'd been arrested breaking into a home with police inside investigating a previous break-in, it was found that hours earlier Kimpton had attempted to break into a different home and had cut himself on the way through the window and left a blood trail, easily tied back to him. Kimpton's serving time now, probably sharing a cell with the guy that ripped the tags off the mattress. Or maybe he's sharing a cell with stupid criminal number two, Ruben Zarate. Check this stupidity out. Zarate, an 18-year-old man, attempted to rob a muffler shop in Chicago. He was told that the safe was locked and only the manager had the combination. So here's what he did. He gave the employee his cell phone number and said, I want you to call me when the manager gets to the shop so I can come back and rob the safe. Of course, the employee called the police, and the police were waiting for Zarate, who, after a brief shootout, was arrested, taken into custody, and imprisoned. But maybe the award for the stupidest criminal of all in this episode belongs to Dennis Hawkins. Hawkins set out to rob a bank in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and here's how he outfitted himself. First, with a woman's blonde wig. Second, with fake breasts. And then finally, to complete the ensemble, he put on clown pants. What he didn't do is shave, so it was very obvious he's a man. If you're watching on YouTube, this is the actual surveillance photo taken at the bank. And quite obviously, his attempt to rob the bank was unsuccessful. So he fled the scene, literally went to a gas station nearby, and attempted to steal a car. And when the gas station employee saw him trying to break into this vehicle, he immediately notified police. And oh, by the way, had very, very specific defining characteristics for the police to look out for. The Hawkins case reminds me of another one I've highlighted where these stupid criminals literally took a permanent marker and, to disguise themselves, put permanent marker all over their faces and tried to break into a home. They were unsuccessful, and obviously it was easy for police to catch them. So for all you aspiring criminals out there, here's three tips. Do a proper stakeout. Make sure police aren't already inside the home you're trying to break into. Don't give your personal cell phone information to a victim you're trying to steal money from. And choose your disguise wisely. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Silly Laws and Stupid Criminals. This is your host, Philip Macko, and also host of the Muddy Waters YouTube series and podcast. If you had fun with this, click the thumbs up, please. Please subscribe and join me for another episode.